Ever feel like life keeps handing you lessons the hard way? Like you're running out of time to figure out the secrets everyone else seems to know about money, success, and happiness? Here's a cold, hard truth. Most of us spend years chasing the wrong things, only to realize too late what really matters. And trust me, I've been there, stuck in the grind, wondering why more money didn't bring more peace, or why achieving my goals still left me feeling empty. It's not your fault. Society pushes this hustle-at-all-costs mindset, and we buy into it, thinking we're doing the right thing. But here's the catch. The rules they teach us? They're flawed. They don't tell you how to build lasting wealth, find genuine happiness, or escape the endless cycle of stress. They definitely don't tell you what you'll lose chasing the wrong dreams. That's why these truths hit so hard, because they're the lessons no one warns you about. But you're in the right place now. By the time you finish this, you'll know how to escape the traps holding you back. You'll learn how to focus your time and energy on what truly matters, build financial security, and still have room to breathe. And here's the kicker. These truths aren't just ideas. They're tools you can start using today to create a life that's actually worth living. So, buckle up. This isn't just another advice video. It's a roadmap, one that could save you years of frustration and regret. And by the end, you'll have something most people don't: clarity, confidence, and control over your future. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. Your time is more valuable than your money. Most people spend their lives chasing paychecks, promotions, and more, but here's the real deal. Time is the only thing you'll never get back. You can always earn more money, but once a day is gone, it's gone forever. Imagine spending hours scrolling through your phone, thinking you'll do the important stuff later, only to realize you've wasted years. What if you invested that time into building something meaningful, like starting a side hustle or learning about passive income strategies? Think about this. What if you track your time like you track your bank account? Instead of binging another Netflix series, you could spend an hour learning how to invest. Apps like Robinhood or Webull make it easy to start with even $5. Every hour you spend growing your financial literacy compounds into years of financial freedom. Isn't that worth more than any mindless distraction? Here's another angle. What about relationships? No one looks back on their life and wishes they'd spent more time at work. Investing in quality time with loved ones pays dividends in happiness and mental clarity. For example, taking a weekend off to be fully present with family can recharge you far more than an extra shift ever could. It's the balance that really counts. If you're someone who feels like there's never enough time to do what truly matters, you might just need a mindset shift. Start by identifying your non-negotiables. Is it spending 1 hour a day on a passion project? Or maybe carving out time to plan your financial future? Write it down, prioritize it, and don't compromise. You'll be amazed at how quickly your days feel more intentional. And here's the kicker. Time invested wisely today can create financial security tomorrow. Imagine using just one free evening a week to learn how to start a business or dive into personal finance blogs. That small shift could unlock a lifetime of opportunities. So, what's stopping you from taking control of your most valuable asset? Perfectionism is a major roadblock. How many dreams have been left on the shelf because someone was waiting for the perfect moment? Spoiler alert, it doesn't exist. Perfectionism is the sneakiest thief of progress. You might think, I'll start saving once I make more money, or I'll launch my business when I know everything. But here's the truth, starting messy beats waiting forever. Even Jeff Bezos started Amazon in his garage. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. Take this for example. Let's say you're interested in investing, but you don't know all the jargon. Instead of waiting until you've read every book on the subject, why not start small? Open a brokerage account and invest $20 in an ETF like VOO. As you go, you'll learn the ropes. Progress is about taking one imperfect step at a time, not leaping over an imaginary finish line. Perfectionism also has a funny way of making you feel stuck. Imagine wanting to build an emergency fund but being overwhelmed by how much you need. Don't aim for $10,000 overnight. Start with $10 a week. That's $520 a year, better than zero, right? Every small move adds up over time, and it's the consistent effort that builds real momentum. The beauty of embracing imperfection is that it opens doors you never expected. By taking action, even if it feels half-baked, you learn what works and what doesn't. Starting a YouTube channel, even with just your phone, could grow into a side hustle. Selling handmade crafts on Etsy could teach you more about e-commerce than any webinar ever could. Action creates clarity. And here's the kicker: the longer you wait for perfect, the more opportunities slip by. Imagine looking back and realizing all the chances you missed while planning your perfect start. So, what if you gave yourself permission to begin, flaws and all? In the next step, we'll dive into why staying focused on your vision is more important than seeking approval from others. Not everyone will support your goals. Here's a harsh truth: not everyone in your life will cheer you on. And that's okay. Whether it's starting a business, building an investment portfolio, or just changing your financial habits, some people might criticize or question you. It's often less about you and more about their own fears or insecurities. But your journey isn't about proving them wrong, it's about proving yourself right. Picture this: you tell your friends you're skipping happy hour to save for an online course on how to create passive income. Instead of encouragement, you get side eyes and jokes about being too serious. In those moments, remind yourself that their opinions don't pay your bills. If anything, they'll probably be asking for advice when they see your results later. The reality is, staying focused on your goals means being selective about whose voices you let in. Think of your goals as a garden. You wouldn't let just anyone stomp through it. Surround yourself with people who nurture your growth. Maybe it's a mentor who's already achieved financial freedom, or an online community where people share tips on starting a business or building wealth. These are the folks who get it. But here's the thing: even when the support isn't there, you've got to show up for yourself. Let's say you're working on a side hustle, like flipping thrifted items for profit. It might feel lonely at first, but every sale, no matter how small, is proof you're moving in the right direction. Celebrate those wins, and don't let anyone downplay your effort. The more you stay true to your path, the less the negativity will matter. As you grow, the doubters often fade away, or, ironically, become your biggest fans. So, what's your next step? In the following section, we'll explore why failure isn't something to fear, it's your greatest teacher. Failure isn't the end, it's the beginning. Failure gets such a bad rap, but let's flip the script. Every time you fail, you're one step closer to success. Think about it: every successful entrepreneur, investor, or creator you admire has a story of failure. Oprah was fired from her first TV job. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. Failure doesn't define you, it refines you. It's not the end of the road, but a fork that offers new directions. Imagine this: you pour your heart into starting a business, but the first launch flops. Instead of giving up, ask yourself, what did I learn? Maybe your marketing didn't connect, or your product needed tweaks. The failure becomes a goldmine of insights. Next time, you adjust your strategy, and suddenly, things click. That's how success stories are built, brick by brick, lesson by lesson. On a smaller scale, failure happens and everyday money moves too. Maybe you invest in a stock that dips instead of climbs. Does that mean you're a bad investor? Not at all. It means you're learning how the market works. The key is to stay in the game. reevaluate your strategy, diversify your portfolio, or try safer investments like index funds. Growth comes from persistence, not perfection. The beauty of failure is that it strips away the fear of trying. Once you face setbacks, the what-ifs don't feel so scary. Think about it. If you've already launched that podcast, started that blog, or tried that side hustle, you know what it feels like to stumble, and you also know it's not the end of the world. Failure builds resilience, and resilience builds success. So, here's the question. What's stopping you from taking that next bold step? If you're waiting for a guarantee of success, you'll be waiting forever. Embrace the risk, embrace the lessons, and most importantly, embrace the growth. In the next part, we'll explore why keeping your health a priority is just as important as chasing your financial dreams. Your health should always be a priority. What good is financial success if you're too burned out to enjoy it? It's easy to get caught up in the grind, late nights, endless hustle, skipping meals to squeeze in extra work. But here's the truth, neglecting your health now will cost you more than money later. Chronic stress, poor diet, and lack of sleep can derail not just your physical well-being but also your mental clarity and decision-making. Imagine you're juggling a full-time job and a side hustle, trying to build your dream business. If you're not eating right or sleeping enough, your productivity will plummet. A simple fix? Start small. Meal prep for the week to avoid fast food traps. Schedule 30 minutes of exercise daily, even a walk around the block counts. These habits don't just keep you healthy, they sharpen your focus for smarter financial decisions. Think of health as your biggest investment. Studies show that regular exercise can boost productivity by up to 21%, and people who sleep 7 to 8 hours a night tend to make better financial choices. If you're chasing passive income or planning your first investments, you need a clear mind to evaluate risks and spot opportunities. Treat your body like the asset it is. It'll pay dividends in energy and longevity. And don't forget mental health. Success is meaningless if you're drowning in anxiety or depression. Practice mindfulness or meditation to manage stress. Apps like Calm or Headspace can guide you, or simply set aside 10 minutes a day to breathe deeply and refocus. This balance creates a solid foundation for managing your finances and relationships. At the end of the day, a healthy you is a wealthy you. Prioritizing health doesn't mean you're stepping away from your goals, it means you're fueling them. So, what's the connection between letting go of control and finding peace? Stick around, and you'll see why surrendering what you can't change is a game changer. You can't control everything, so let go. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, doesn't it? No matter how much you plan or strategize, there will always be variables beyond your control. The sooner you accept that, the freer you'll feel. Holding on too tightly, whether it's to a business idea, a financial plan, or even other people's opinions, only leads to frustration. Letting go isn't giving up, it's making space for better opportunities. Take this. You set a budget and stick to it religiously, but then your car breaks down. Instead of spiraling into stress, ask yourself, what can I control? Maybe you can dip into your emergency fund. You've been building one, right? Or cut back on non-essentials for a month. Learning to adapt instead of clinging to rigid expectations is a skill that saves both your peace of mind and your wallet. Even in the world of business, letting go is crucial. Think of an entrepreneur launching a product that doesn't gain traction. Instead of doubling down on what isn't working, they pivot, sometimes to an idea that becomes wildly successful. Airbnb started as a platform for renting air mattresses, and look where they are now. The lesson? Flexibility opens doors that stubbornness keeps closed. And here's something to think about. Not everything people say or do is about you. You can't control how others perceive your goals or dreams. Someone might think your side hustle is silly or your financial plans are overly ambitious. Let them. Their opinions don't pay your bills. Focus on your path and let go of the need for external validation. It's liberating and empowering. The magic happens when you release the need to micromanage life. Suddenly, you have more energy to focus on what truly matters, building your financial foundation, nurturing your passions, and enjoying the journey. Speaking of focus, have you ever wondered why relationships might just be your greatest investment? Let's dive into that next. Relationships are your true wealth. When all is said and done, what's the point of success if you've got no one to share it with? Relationships are the backbone of a fulfilling life, yet they're often overlooked in the hustle for financial gain. Think about it. The best moments, whether it's celebrating a win, tackling challenges, or simply enjoying a quiet evening, are always richer with the right people by your side. Building meaningful connections is a form of wealth that no paycheck can replace. Imagine a scenario: you're working 12-hour days, crushing financial goals, but your loved ones barely see you. Over time, the distance grows, and so does the emptiness. Balance is key. Schedule time for the people who matter most. It could be as simple as a weekly dinner with family or a quick call to a friend. These small efforts compound over time, much like a good investment. And it's not just about personal relationships. Your professional network can be a game changer, too. Surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you, mentors, peers, even online communities focused on financial growth. Someone in your circle might share the next big tip on passive income or a strategy for starting your own business. Building connections isn't just social, it's smart. But let's be real, relationships take work. Miscommunication happens, people drift, and conflicts arise. The key is to approach these moments with patience and understanding. Whether it's a family member or a business partner, investing in clear communication and empathy can strengthen bonds and prevent unnecessary fallout. Strong relationships often provide the emotional support you need to tackle financial stress and life's uncertainties. At the end of the day, wealth is about more than what's in your bank account. It's about having people who cheer for your wins, pick you up after losses, and make the journey worthwhile. So, now that you've got a full picture of these tough truths, how do you turn them into action? There's a simple yet powerful path forward. Let's uncover it next. Remember those tough truths we explored? Each one holds the power to completely shift the way you approach your life and finances. The question is, are you ready to act on them? The reality is, nothing changes if nothing changes. This is your wake-up call to stop spinning your wheels and start building a life that aligns with your deepest values and goals. Whether it's reclaiming your time, embracing failure, or prioritizing your health, every step you take today gets you closer to that freedom you've been chasing. So, what are you going to do about it? Are you ready to take charge? And hey, if you're serious about transforming your mindset and achieving financial freedom, don't go it alone. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this channel is all about giving you the tools, tips, and strategies to level up your life. From building passive income to mastering the habits that create real wealth, there's so much more to uncover together. Don't miss out! But if you're ready to dive even deeper, I've got something special for you. It's called Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life, and it's the ultimate guide to not just surviving, but thriving. Imagine learning how to create multiple streams of passive income, eliminate debt without the overwhelm, and maintain mental clarity under financial pressure. This is about designing a life that's balanced, abundant, and truly fulfilling, and it's all waiting for you. Click the link in the pinned comment now to get started. This is your moment to break free from the cycle and step into the life you deserve. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Check out the material in the pinned comment, and let's make this your turning point.